Broke people are not broke. They just want something else more than they want your offer. Your offer has to be more important than food. So what you offer, whatever it is, what did we selling? Flux capacitors. How did I draw a flux capacitor? It was like this, wasn't it? Food. No matter what it is, has to be more important than food. Because when broke people say they can't afford it, unless they're literally crackheads on the street, which is quite rare, they're still buying food, and they're probably still paying for their car, paying for their rent, they're going out at the weekend with their friends, they're still socializing, they're still paying for that ski trip next month. So they're paying for plenty of stuff. They're just not paying for what you've got. So no one's broke. They just decide that other things are more important than what you offer. So how do you get around that? Well, you have to make sure your offer is always geared as more important. So let me ask you, some of you guys who bought Hustlers University, it wasn't too big a deal for you. You're sitting on some money, you got some savings, or you're in my Forex program, you're already making lots of money with Forex, and you thought, fuck it, all right, I'll buy Hustlers University. Some of you guys who bought this, literally it was all your money. But you thought, I need this. I don't need to go out and club. I need Hustlers University instead. So I convinced you, and you made the right decision. I didn't convince you in a negative way. I convinced you in the correct way because you made a very smart decision. But I convinced you that my knowledge and this course is more important than going to the club or eating in an expensive restaurant or some dumb shit. I convinced you of that. So nobody is broke. They're just buying other things. Get out of your head the idea that people can't afford things. They can't afford it. They just don't want it enough. Because if they wanted it, they'd buy it. Because they're buying a whole bunch of other shit. Everyone is spending money every day. They're buying other things. So how do you convince people your offer is worth more than something as basic as food? Well, that's very, very simple. You just promise it's going to lead to more food later. Done. So, and that's the truth with Hustlers University. So why is Hustlers University worth more than anything else you could do? Because if you listen to the advice in here and start your own business, you can do that shit later more. It's exactly the point. So let's say you sell flux capacitors and you say to somebody, buy one. Can't afford it. Yeah, you can. No, I can't. I've got to pay my rent, blah, 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 blah. Say, well, if you buy a flux capacitor, your rent's going to reduce. So in the long run, you're not going to pay as much rent, for example. Or if you buy a flux capacitor, you're going to have more food. Or you're going to make more money so you can buy more food. Or you're going to have your own farm. Who gives a shit what? Find a way to get around people's objections so that they understand that buying your product is more important than doing any of the other dumb shit they do. Nobody is poor. Everybody's a customer and everybody has some money. Everybody. You have to get around it. So let's say you're selling, I don't know. There's a dude in the war room right now who's just launched his own company. He's selling gas and oil supplies. I don't know anything about gas and oil supplies. I also don't know how he sells. I don't know his particular selling tactic. However, I'm sure he makes it very, very clear to people when he tries to sell them a new pipe. You need this new pipe. That's my drawing of a pipe. It's a square. It's beautiful. You need this new pipe. I can't afford it. But if you buy this new pipe, you're gonna save money. You can't afford to not have it because you're gonna save money if you buy it. So if your problem is money, then you really need this pipe. Bang, flipped on them. Your problem's money. Well, you told me you would have no money. Well, now you need the pipe, otherwise you're gonna never have money. Now the pipe's more important than saving money. Go buy the pipe. You have to make everyone understand that your offer is more important than anything else they can possibly buy. If they put something else above it, more important, like food, air, water, promise them more food, air, and water if they buy your product. Nobody is broke. They just need to want it. And you have to make people want it. That is your goal. So get out your idea. Oh, right now, I hear all the time from business owners, oh, it's a slow period right now. Why? Oh, the recession, or people ain't got much money right now. Complete garbage, complete bullshit. Why? You think during a recession, things like gambling, things like smoking, drinking, cam girls, you think vices would disappear. Oh, it's a recession. We have to cut back all the dumb shit and focus on the necessities. Why does that not happen? Why does the dumb shit grow? Because people go, oh, okay, it's a recession, I'm gonna save my money, and they start being tight and being stupid about other things, but they still can't control their vices, and they end up blowing more money on their vices. Because with vices, people want it. And this proves my point absolutely. Even during an international recession, people are not broke. You just have to make them want what you have. Get that out of your head that people are broke. It's completely untrue. You just have to make your offer more appealing than anything else they can possibly spend their money on, and they'll buy your offer. And you do that by either promising more of something else or positioning yourself above something else. Very, very easy. Next. Nothing ever fixed itself. Point 60. Let me wipe my board quickly. Point 60. Nothing ever fixes itself. This is the same with anything inside of any company, and we're all adults and we should know this. So you're an adult. When's the last time your car broke down and you did nothing about it and it fixed itself? When's the last time you had a flat tire and instead of going to the mechanic, you came out a few months later and the tire was fixed? Never. Nothing fixes itself. If you have a problem inside of your company or a problem making money, you better do something about it quickly. I see people come along and they go, oh yeah, it's been a slow couple of months. I'm like, okay, so what have you been doing? Oh, well, it's been a slow couple of months. We're gonna place some more adverts. Wait, it's been months of slow, and now you're thinking of placing adverts. After the second slow day, I would have been in a panic. I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? It's been 2 days. Where's the fucking money? Oh, but sometimes it can vary from day to day. Nah, don't buy it. Change something now. Speed. Nothing is ever going to fix itself in any company. Same with all your tech stuff, PayPal or fucking your hosting. I know, like, I get one guy I work with, James. He thinks I'm super impatient. If you wait around for other people to just fix things, it never happens. I've had it a million times. The number of times I've been waiting on PayPal, thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be fine. It just never happens. You have to hound everyone to the end of the earth. I've been in business a very, very long time, and I cannot think of a single example where I thought, I'm not going to chase or hound or annoy this person and it's going to work out fine. It's never happened. You have to be constantly on the phone 6 times a day. You have to be beefing people nonstop. And there's a reason for that. It's because the people who work at these companies or the people who work for someone else, they don't give a fuck about you. They've got their own problems. Their girlfriend's cheating on them. They can't afford their rent. They hate their job. You think he's really thinking, oh, I really better get this online, this hosting online for that guy. No, they don't fucking care. Even if you call them, they're like, yeah, I understand, sir, it's a big problem. They don't care. They don't care. They've got their own lives. They don't give a shit. No one gives a shit about you. So nothing's ever gonna fix itself. So don't be afraid to be a hard ass with the technical things. That's the first thing. And second thing, if you've got a problem inside of your business and you've identified it, you need to start thinking of a battle plan to fix it quickly. It's not gonna go away without you doing something, just like the flat tire one. If you have a lack of customers, sitting there going, okay, well, we're still building the brand, still building the name, so let's see where we stand in a month. No. You've identified you have a lack of customers. What can you do about it now? Lesson 1, speed. How can you fix that problem today? Even if you come up with a plan, and if you follow my other rules that you've learned so far, you can come up with a plan that costs no money, effectively. You come up with a plan and you implement it. Even if it doesn't work, you're still in the same position. What's the worst that can happen? So this is where Tristan and I sometimes have a little disagreement. So let's say Tristan and I, when we were running the Cam Girls, there'd be like 3 or 4 days which were really slow. And I'd say to Tristan, where the fuck's the money? He'd go, oh, it happens. There's a big football game. Guys are busy, blah, blah, blah. So no, I don't buy that. Nah, this girl needs a new account because her account score is low. This girl needs new costumes. This girl needs this. We gotta change everything. And Tristan's like, it's been 3 days. Just chill. I'm like, nah, change everything. We need this, we need that. Her set has been the same for a year. Let's re-wallpaper that wall, give her a different set. Let's change this, let's change this to that. So we'll do all those changes. Then 2 weeks later, money's rolling in. Tristan will go, well, money's rolling in now, but I don't know if it was, we don't know if it was the changes you made or it was just the football game. The money might have rolled in anyway. and we've gone through all that and we don't know why. I say, look, what I know is this, the money is now rolling in.